Brad, what's been the largest growth for Jayson Tatum year 2 to year 3?
I mean, a lot of things. And, just physically, I think he's getting stronger. Obviously, experience on both ends of the floor helps. He is defensively been pretty constantly improving. And he started off better than we thought. When we first drafted him, we weren't sure. That was maybe more of a question mark than the offensive end, but he's always been pretty good, but he just keeps getting better. And then offensively, I think it's he's just getting more comfortable at the rim, and then the pull-up threes would be the two areas where he just looks different than I think the year before. The threes off the dribble, certainly off the screen, and then at the rim, even at the start of the year versus now, it's much different.
Just a natural. That's a pretty natural spot for 2 to year 3. We're seeing with Donovan as well. Any thoughts on why that is? That's when players make this jump.
I don't know. That's a good question. I never really have pinpointed this as the specific time when they would make that jump. I just think those two guys are at a really high level to begin with, and so they're able to add, super high-level things to their games. I mean, there's not many guys that can do this like those guys are doing it in the league, and that's why they were both all-stars and, look like they're going to have great careers.
Coach, last few games, perimeter guys on the opposing team have really been able to kind of get to the rim and finish against you guys more than we've seen earlier this year. As you look breakdown film and stuff, is there any one or two things that are helping that?
I mean, we've had that issue at times all through the year, and that's not just been, the last couple games. But, we've had our moments where I think we've been okay at that, but we've got to be better. The other day we were late to rotate, to challenge in both of those games a couple times, but we also got beat too directly off the dribble. Happened with Mitchell a few times as well, but it can be any combination of things. It can be an individual closeout gone wrong. It could be great offense that creates a scramble. It can be, pick and roll defense where our bigs get beat, or it could be just a lack of rotation and help. So there's all kinds of – every play is its own unique entity. We just have to get better at all of it. And hopefully we will. This is quite a challenge tonight because they got so many guys that can put the ball on the floor. Talk about, there's so many threats on their team that can pull up at the three and get to the rim. And that makes it really hard to guard.
Coach, for most of his career, Kemba's been the guy who's been getting trapped and double-teamed out on the perimeter. Now Jayson Tatum is getting those. So is it an adjustment for Kemba to be the guy who catches the ball on that first pass? Or, how did things change for him in those two different roles?
Well, there haven't been – I don't know how many games this year where we've seen that yet, where those guys have both been on the court and Tatum's still getting trapped. Maybe we'll see that tonight. We certainly expect to see some traps. And those are the two guys that people would, often do that to. But that'll be the most interesting thing when we get fully healthy is what teams decide to do. Do they decide to trap? I thought we handled the trap great late in the Utah game. The other day, Tatum moved it quickly, and I thought in the Cleveland game, we had some of our best possessions of the year in the last 3 minutes, including that Shemi corner three where the ball popped all over the place because Tatum moved it very quickly out of the trap. His improvement from the LA game when he got doubled just to now is pretty remarkable, but he's able, like I said the other day, to pick up things really quickly.
Brett, Marcus avoids suspension, gets fined. Is stuff like Tuesday night part of what you have to just accept with the package that Marcus is as far as the way he plays the game?
I think you can separate playing the game and just doing the right thing. And so, I think that, it doesn't make us, like him any less or, appreciate him any less or appreciate the way he plays and impacts our team any less. But I think he knows that those are things that he needs to continue to grow and be better at and be better with. But I think you can be that hard-playing, contagious guy and, avoid putting yourself in those situations.
Are you concerned about the potential for something like that happening at a more difficult time for you guys?
I mean, I think hopefully we all learn from those things.